morning. Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for this Tuesday, the 9th of March, 2021, 8:25 a.m. So we wake up this morning and go, what the heck's going on here? Well, a big down on a Tuesday on a Monday gets Tuesday reversals often. Not all the time, but if you go to the Trader's Almanac, Yale Hirsch's book, you learn that in the stock market. It's a common phenomena, so you look for those things to happen. It has to do with weekend thoughts. You move one way on a Monday and then you go, maybe, I don't know, and you come back the other day. You're also getting a nice bounce for a change in the bonds and notes, but it's a bounce. All of these reactions that I'm seeing, they're not trend changers. Silver up almost $1, as you can see, 71 cents. Gold market up $35, but the copper market, I was expecting a pullback here. I've been telling my clients to look for another one, and we've been getting that. That doesn't mean the trend is over, but we're waffling like this. And with the People's Congress in China going on and the OECD lowering some growth numbers, in fact, I'll come to those right now. The OECD lowered China's growth forecast to 7.8% from 8%. Now, don't you wish we had 8% growth? Europe wishes it? Okay. You got to take everything in the context that it is. The National Federation of Independent Business, the Optimism Index, came out this morning. I've got this, and I didn't update it. I'm sorry. It's 95.8 versus 95. Red Book sales. Look at this big drop the first week of March. That's huge. While we have 8% gains when you compare it in different time frames going back, that's still a big drop. The U.S. House of Representatives, they should be taking up the COVID relief bill tomorrow, as I understand it. If that passes, the next thing that they're talking about is the immigration, so they want to get into that. But in the meantime, the question is, what do you do with these rallies? And so far, we get these breaks, they come back, but the one market that just keeps surging to new highs, and you got to keep your eye on it, we hit and keep hitting all-time highs in the Dow as the rotation goes on. But today's rotation, you got one heck of a rally going on in the NASDAQ. Traders, is that where maybe the market is finding a low? You got to keep your eye out for that. It could be that at some point here we're going to see the washout has run its course. That doesn't mean everything's okay. It means that when you see some of these stocks that have dropped as much, what do you do with them? In the grain markets, you can see corn's got a pretty wild morning. I mean, 547 to 540 in corn is a big range early in the day. The soybean market's got a 16-cent range. So you can see this is pretty important. So the volatility is here. Energies, did they get too high? Very possible. I've been looking at the charts. They certainly look to me a bit overdone up here. So we'll see where that all goes. Want to remind you, I start you off each morning, if you're a chart analyst or looking to put in trades, with my morning subscriber video. It's there that the meat of what I do shows up for you. In those particular videos, I'm talking buy here, sell there, put a stop here. This is what I want you to do. So you look at that. So let's assume you wanted to come into the market in the stock indices and you decide, okay, which way am I looking? I'll cover it in shorter, longer, and medium-term trades. On weekends, I do weekly charts, so you get the bigger chart picture altogether. You can view these videos on a smart app we give you. You can look at them on your PC or a tablet, any which way you want to go. I use push notifications, so I send out, instead of a text, a push to tell you, hey, these videos are ready, and if you have our application on your phone, just hit it. It will instantly play. Cover all these different sectors in the same way each and every time. In other words, you'll know if I finish up metals, what comes next after that, and so on and so forth. Not expensive. The price of a premium cup of coffee, a large one. What do you get? How many videos? 24 a month. Each one about 20 minutes long, and you won't find me bashful. I'll give you my ideas, but again, the idea, you have your own trade. Maybe you want to see, gee, what does another chart analyst think about that trade? I'll cover it there. How do you get to see this? Go to our website under the word research. It's all explained. Call my staff. They'll handle that for you. And remember, if you like these videos, be certain to hit the subscribe button on YouTube. That way you'll get notice every time I put these out. Take care. I'm Ira Epstein.